What happened? Why is everyone standing? Okay. Next one. Those of you who feel that life ahead is only for living for one's own self, अपना काम, अपना पैसा, अपना लाइफस्टाइल कैसे? अरे यार ऐसे मत करो, अपना पैसा कमाना है ना। ये क्या हो गया? Sorry? So we thought let's just take a survey. And my question to them was, because the survey was about what do my question to them was what do they seek when they recruit young people in their companies, in their organizations, whatever they are. Yeah, because I wanted to understand what is it that young people, what is it that employers want in their young staff, what is it that they are looking for, and what is it that our young aspiring friends come with or do not come with. Where is the gap? Is there any gap? Kuch bhi nahi hoga. You know, we started with that. Some common words came out. Can some of you guess what kind of words would have come out when that survey was done? Just like 1 or 2 words if someone can guess. This was 12 years back. Sorry? Confident. Yeah, I need a confident person on my team. Correct.
Enthusiastic person.
Sorry?
Enthusiastic person.
Enthusiastic person. Okay.
Honest.
Efficient. Right.
Honest. Yes.
Honest. Okay. Leader. Okay. Just because I am doing something in leadership doesn't mean you have to say that. Huh? But yeah. Yeah. What else? Someone said something from there. Someone who brings ideas, new ideas into the system. Creativity, innovation. Yeah. So exactly these words plus a few. They said, Monal, I need someone who can lead from the front. I need someone who is adaptable. Yeah. मेरी कंपनी में कल क्या होने वाला है? Our businesses are such, and business, all of you must be knowing, market is always very dynamic. I don't want to use the word unstable. Dynamic. So our businesses require people who are adaptable, who are flexible, who are creative, innovative, all of that, and who are honest, yes, and who are leaders. But the key thing that is required is वो लोग आते हैं और सिर्फ खुद जो पढ़ के आए हैं कॉलेज में से, उनकी जो भी कॉलेज में से आए हैं, बस मैं इंजीनियर हूं तो मैं ये इंजीनियरिंग वाला काम करूंगा, मैं और कुछ नहीं करूंगा, बॉक्सेस में रहते हैं. तो फ्लेक्सिबल चाहिए. और एक शब्द यूज करते थे वो लोग सब, लर्नर चाहिए. हाँ, मतलब मैंने कॉलेज में पढ़ाई कर ली, खत्म हो गई तो लर्निंग खत्म हो गई, ऐसा नहीं. लर्नर चाहिए, क्यूरियोसिटी जारी रहे, ये चाहिए. या सो दे सेड दिस एंड दे सेड डोंट गिव मी डोमेन स्किल्स. या if you are able to recruit for me someone who is a learner, someone who is adaptable, someone who is able to solve problems. Yeah, मेरा फैक्ट्री में जब गड़बड़ होता है, this person comes running to me, doesn't solve it or attempt to solve it. Yeah, So give me someone who is a problem solver and give me someone who is a collaborator. उसका जो peer है या उसके नीचे जो काम करने वाला बंदा है, उसने अगर उसकी बात मानी नहीं तो झगड़ा हो जाता है. That comes back to me. So zero collaboration skills. So they said, give me those kind of people, don't give me domain. It is okay. I will teach them domain. Yeah, this was 12 years back or 13 years back. Yeah. So what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that the kind of education that we all pursue, we realized that that is not enough, and probably that fun game actually also indicated that probably all of you feel kuch aur chahiye, but that kuch aur is what I'm here to talk about. How and what are those qualities? We call them in our organization, we call them 21st century skills, because we are in 21st century. We call them by many other names, but immaterial of that. The thing is that we realize that हमारे मम्मी पापा की जो generation थी, my parents especially, not your parents must be of my age, but my parents, they were trained in a system, in an education system where they needed to learn something, a domain, and then go and apply that in a workplace, earn their money, come back home, live their life. Yeah, that was the thing they were trained to do, and that was okay. Today we are in a 21st century. Yeah, and has anyone heard the word VUCA world? There are some words that I will throw. Please don't mind, those are all jargons, but there is a reason why I'm throwing those. So, has anyone heard the word VUCA world? Volatile, uncertain, complex. What is A? I forgot what is A, but yeah. Has anyone heard that? Yes, no? Hello, so gaye वापस?
No ma'am.
हाँ? अरे नहीं सुना है तो ना बोलो ना.
Ambiguity. No.
हाँ, that tells me at least something. Ambiguity. Google Zindabad. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, a lot of experts and the kind of work that we've been doing, we work with a lot of experts who helped us realize that the 21st century is not like the 20th century. So what my parents needed as a format of living and a format of, you know, their professional learning is not the same today. It's applicable to me also if I'm going to be alive in the 21st century, and it's definitely applicable to you all. Yeah? So the experts helped us understand VUCA world, which is volatile, uncertain, abhi bolo?
Complexity.
Complex and ambiguity. This is the world we live in. What is the biggest complex and ambiguous situation we all went through?
COVID.
Pandemic, right. What happened in pandemic? Does anyone remember, apart from lockdown and all the thali bhajan and all that is fine. But what happened actually? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Then?
Conspiracy.
दुनिया में क्या हुआ?
Population decrease.
अरे वो तो अभी हुआ. पैंडेमिक के टाइम पे क्या हुआ? एक के बाद एक बोलो. Social isolation हुआ. People were socially isolated. GDP went down. Market crashed. Lot of people lost their jobs. Lot of people were forced to change the way they were doing their jobs. Yeah, I work with a lot of teachers and headmasters and all. They all said, हमें तो ये क्लास चलाना आता ही नहीं है ऑनलाइन Zoom पे. Yeah. Children told us, हमें तो ये आता ही नहीं है. Doctors told us, how do I check the patient? Yeah. So a lot of people had a lot of disruption in their life, and also a lot of people lost their lives and all that. But I don't want to go to that sad part. I'm just saying, huge disruption in our lives. Yes or no? Yeah. That is what I'm talking about when I'm saying ambiguous. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah. कल मुझे कोविड हो गया या नहीं हुआ उसकी भी कोई गारंटी नहीं है. Yeah, and everyone, second wave, everyone was scared. मुझे हो जाएगा, है ना? Everyone was thinking मेरा तो गया, है ना? अगर किसी को कोविड हो गया तो they didn't know कि सही मेडिसिन मिलेगी कि नहीं, कितनी मेडिसिन मिलेगी, किस तरह की मेडिसिन. So lot of mess. Yeah. What is a similar VUCA in the current times? You had mentioned Russia and Ukraine, right? How is Russia and Ukraine? How does it matter to us? वो तो वहाँ धमाल कर रहे हैं. हाँ? Sorry, inflation. फिर और क्या बोला?
Yes.
Oil prices have gone up. तो मेरा तुम्हारा लाइफ का क्या है उसमें? हमको क्यों चिंता करना चाहिए? वो उधर का भूखा है, मुझे क्या है? वर्ल्ड वॉर 3 हो गया? अच्छा ये वही था ऐसा. बट उससे हमारी लाइफ को क्या डिफरेंस हुआ? पेट्रोल, कमोडिटी प्राइस, व्हाट एल्स? हाँ, so then, therefore, इनको जरा एक दो ये घुमाइए ना, माइक्स घुमाइए ना, बताइए. ये ले लो.
Hello, yeah. So economies are interconnected. We are in an open economy system, right? So we face the international repercussion effect. So when the other countries are going in a boom state, so we also are in a boom state. We also are in advantage of that. But when economies are in recession or something like that, a shock is there, like a world war or a war is going on in some countries. Then because of we are in an open economy.
Happened. This 80-year-old man said, "अरे थोड़ा सिखा दो," and he learned it. Yeah, but that flexibility will be required. That unlearning of something else and quick relearning of something else will be required. Yeah. So this is what. This is what experts are saying, and this is one of the angles I wanted to bring in over here. जो अभी तक कर रहे थे बहुत अच्छा है, but as a person who has worked with youth for years, what I want to request here, my humble request is, think about what kind of skills we are gathering, and think about what will be required in the future, and therefore how do you rework on your own self. So self to society का एक part ये था. Yeah, anything that is happening in the world is going to affect us. The third VUCA that I want to speak about is that of climate change. Yeah, all must have heard ना climate change. सब बहुत सारी अभी तो बहुत everyone is talking about it. It's the in thing, most trending item on Instagram if you see. Yeah, but how does that affect our lives?
weather change in, for example, Chennai.
Sorry?
Weather change, for example, in now recently, the Chennai weather changed extremely. Like there's extreme cold,
Yeah.
so that's due to climate change.
Yeah. And in that, will climate change decide कि यार this guy has done very well in his life, बहुत बड़ा आदमी है तो इसके घर पे हम फ्लड नहीं करते, ऐसा तो नहीं होने वाला, right? And I was just sharing my experience with my colleague in the morning. In 2019, there was a sudden flood in my city. I come from Vadodara, and half of the city was submerged with water. And it was the best equalizer of sorts. 3 दिन पहले किसी ने मर्सिडीज खरीदी थी, उनकी मर्सिडीज भी गई, एंड 3 दिन पहले जिसने साइकिल खरीदी उसकी साइकिल भी गई. Yeah, best equalizer. But I mean, apart from me being cynical, I think it taught a lot. It taught a big lesson, at least to me. I realized that climate change affects all of us. Even if you know market change doesn't affect some and will affect some in varied ways. Yeah, climate change is a equalizer. कोई नहीं छूटेगा, right? And I don't want to create any डर here. मतलब मैं यहाँ करेंगे, यहाँ से कैसे निकलना वो सोचेंगे और फिर आगे बढ़ेंगे. Yeah? I think I also want to give an example here of one more item. So, one, I wanted to share about VUCA. 2, I wanted to share about the fact that VUCA in 21st century requires us to unlearn and relearn, and that has to become a pattern, a daily pattern. Yeah? That cannot be like, oh, अब मेरा हो गया, मैं तो कर लिया, इतना तो किया, अभी आगे नहीं करना है, शायद नहीं चलेगा. Yeah. Third thing I wanted to share is what's the word? Collaborative, empathetic, compassionate decisions. Yeah. All of you here have a huge opportunity. I see VUCA as an opportunity, actually. And what I see is all of us here have an opportunity to actually solve world's worst problems. Yeah, because world's worst problems are going to keep happening again and again and again, and wherever we go, we'll keep bumping into them. Yeah. Now, I, as an engineer, how do I solve it at that moment? Yeah, and what do I do to solve it, rather than sitting only and looking at my job? That is the opportunity VUCA presents, and that is what I wanted to also share. And how the opportunity I have is this is what I believe and I kind of have observed. The opportunity I have is as a for example, there's an earthquake. There are half of the city has gone because of the earthquake. A lot of people have lost their lives. Blah blah blah. There is a opportunity as a civil engineer, for example, to think, how do I solve my city's problem? Yeah, how do I bring in people who know medicine, people who know research, people who know several other things, and create a project which will help people who have lost their lives, or not lives but their dear ones, or lost their property, to rebuild their lives. Yeah, that is the opportunity I'm talking about. But that I'm saying that I'm saying requires, apart from the skills that all of us had just mentioned here, creative thinking, innovation, being honest, being a leader and all of that, that will require something which is known as empathetic leadership. Yeah, and my humble request again to all of you is, while you are all getting trained here in IIT, and I'm very sure that you are all going to take great paths, career paths, think about this, that as a great leader in your company, wherever you get your jobs, or as a gold medalist in IIT, what is it that you are here to do, so that you're also bringing change in other people's lives, not by getting into philanthropy and working with an organization and all that. As business leaders that you are likely to be, I'm very sure about it, as people who will be working with very, very good companies, how is it that you guys are going to be thinking about what is the value, additional value I bring to the rest of the world, instead of just doing kya tha? Apna paisa, apna kaam. Yeah? So, my humble request to you all to think about it. I end my talking over here, and if there are some questions, if there are some thoughts, if there is any anger, you're all welcome to share. Since you asked how do I do it, I think the first thing that we have learned in our work is that everything that you believe should happen in the world has to start with you. And there is a saying, it's a very standard saying which probably all of us use: charity begins from home, but actually change begins from within. Yeah, so I think the first question to ask is, what is it that is stopping you from that, from learning the new mindset? And if you have figured out, and I'll give you one or two examples. There's a set of people with whom we were working, and they said, हम तो कभी हमारे काम के लिए गए ही नहीं हैं. These are headmasters from government schools. आप हमें कैसे बदलोगे? हम तो कभी गए ही नहीं हमारे काम के लिए 20 साल से. And the question we asked is, how do you want your people, your team members, your children who you are serving to remember you? How do you want your family to remember you? And how do you want yourselves to remember yourselves? Yeah? So I think that question probably helped them also, but definitely that question has helped me a lot, and I'm just sharing it with you. I think identifying what is stopping you from changing the mindset, which you are mentioning, is the first step. What is stopping you from it is the first step. I think the second step is also that, what is the goal you are talking about? Yeah, because it can't be that, अरे यहाँ पर सब कुछ खराब है इसलिए मैं जाके वहाँ कुछ change करूँगा, type of approach. That's not going to happen. So what is your goal? What is it that you are seeking? What is it that you are pursuing? Identifying that also would be useful. And then probably seeing के अब वहाँ पहुँचना है. I think Dr. Monal was, वहाँ पहुँचना है तो मुझे 4 चीजें करनी क्या है? Yeah, it's exactly what he was saying. I cannot suddenly, I am probably 85 or 95 kgs. I cannot suddenly think, I'll become 55 tomorrow morning. So what is the goal that I am looking at, and how am I then identifying? The mindset for me is कल सुबह जाके exercise करनी है, या वो carbohydrates वाली चीजें खानी नहीं है, which he was mentioning, yeah. So और वो continuously कम करना है. That's the mindset I need to change, right? So I have identified my goal. I have also identified the thing which stops me, which is that when I see food, I feel like picking up and eating. Yeah. So it stops me from, reaching my goal. So yeah, these two things definitely I believe have helped people who we work with. But I've seen it has helped me also, and that's what I'm suggesting for you. Any other things like this?
Hello.
Sorry?
Yeah. So I have a question.
Yeah.
So my father also belongs to business background, and has always taught me one thing, that do something for the society and create some impact, so that you will be known when you have a legacy, and you will be known for that, for creating that impact. What I have felt in my short life till now, there's always a opportunity cost when you really want to build something for the society. There's always a opportunity cost that really distracts you from going for the society and thinking that you thought मेरा पैसा और मैं ही उसको use करूँगा. So there's that opportunity cost really distracts you at at moments of life, right? There are a lot of moments in life in which you have to take a decision, and in those moments, how do you define yourself really talks about yourself, right? So to be firm at your decision, and how do you so my question is basically that in those moments, how do you should define,
Or is it an opportunity? There's no such word, but I'm just coining it for our...
Could you repeat?
Yeah. So I'm saying that you're talking about there is always a opportunity cost when you are pursuing certain goals, especially if it is for, for being, doing something for the society. Yeah. So I'm saying you're defining it as opportunity cost. I'm asking you if it is an opportunity cost or opportunity.
It depends.
It depends on, sorry?
It depends on situation to situation. Like, it might be an opportunity cost, and like it might be another opportunity too.
So this is where my understanding differs. I think the moment, my sense is that the moment you see a challenge or say for example, अगर आपने एक route पकड़ा उसकी वजह से, and I'll give you an example of the fellowship that we run, Gandhi Fellowship. The cost is always that person had a choice of getting a very, very good job, well paid, and the opportunity cost is that the person is actually choosing to work with society wherever he or she is placed, yeah, and therefore getting a very nominal some fellowship amount, yeah. That is what I'm asking about. Is it an opportunity cost or opportunity? Because if the goal is to learn how to serve the society and learn about the society, then it is an opportunity, right? That whatever lakhs of rupees that you were potentially going to earn for learning some additional skills,
Yeah.
right? Or additional perspectives
Maybe.
or mindsets, whatever you want to use, whatever word you want to use. So which is why I'm saying it is, to me, it is an opportunity. Because as soon as you define it as opportunity cost, there is already a negative angle to it. And you're already questioning it. कि यार मैंने ठीक किया कि नहीं, ये तो गड़बड़ हो गई. Yeah? So that's why I'm saying this. There was a second part to your question. Can you remind me?
Hello. Yeah. So my second part of the question was that how do you keep yourself firm in those moments, right? There are so many moments in your life which really defines your life. So how do you keep yourself firm and in those moments and keep taking those difficult decisions?
Got that. So I want to present here, while the conversation is between you and me, I want to present this to the entire group here. How many of us are courageous to take risks and failing? Here. Okay. So the rest of you don't feel demeaned or anything. This is not about that. But really, this is where it is. I think, and this is where it goes back to the VUCA thing also that I was talking about. If you take a decision, आपने मान लो कि आपने ऐसा तय किया कि I will go into a very well-earning job or I'll go into my business, blah blah blah. There also there is going to be failure anyways. या ऐसा नहीं है कि वो कर लिया तो आपका परफेक्ट डिसीजन हो गया, है ना? उसमें भी रिस्क है, उसमें अलग टाइप का रिस्क है. दैट्स ऑल. सो क्वेश्चन इज, how do we become risk averse and how do we become risk pro? Yeah, because risk तो होने ही वाला है, this decision or that decision. Yeah, but if there is a learning of life which is going to be with you for the entire life, then maybe that risk is useful, right? Instead of being useless. Yeah. So one of the things that we in our organization talk about is fail. We encourage failures. So, and there's an expert who says fail fast, fail often. And we really believe in that, deeply believe in that. That doesn't mean हमेशा fail ही होते रहो, क्योंकि जहाँ serve करने गए हो वहाँ फायदा भी होना चाहिए. But fail fast and don't be scared, because as long as you are learning something from that fail. So my humble request is, look at it in this way, because one, रिस्क दोनों में है. आप बिजनेस करेंगे तो भी है और नहीं करेंगे तो भी है. एम्बिग्विटी दोनों में है. हमने अभी बात की, कुछ नहीं तो क्लाइमेट चेंज की वजह से तो कुछ